This host is big enough. The real thing is also fierce. This is ASUS out God of Creation. Hello, I'm Uncle Seven. Welcome to this issue of Watch the Machine. Sharing this host today. Speaking of the chassis, in fact, this product is popular with all eyes. Everyone's needs are different. Chassis appearance selected. If the internal hardware is compatible, the owner himself. I especially like ASUS ROG Genesis. The appearance of this chassis, very domineering. Front version X-shaped skeleton. Let the whole chassis look quite domineering. Then thanks to the top gifter for your support. It is also a manifestation of liking the details of my house very much. Whether it is an installation wiring of the main engine, it is still a match for the host plan. They are all very professional. The most important thing is to focus on the details. Then let's keep it simple. Introduce the configuration of this host MD. Yes, this time MD really stood up. But what about the owner? At this stage, first plan to use MD's Shenyu 780X3D. At present, the Zhongyuan Win hand is a little out of stock. I used a loose piece of 780X3D. After the launch of the 980X3D of the follow-up MD, it will be replaced directly. So this CPU is transitional. Think about it. The gap is still relatively large. Some friends transition with 7500, some use 7 or 8X3D transition. Awesome. Then the main board uses a pure snow ROG X870E black meat. What about the appearance of this main board? Compare the Z790 black meat next door. The appearance is really great. Huge RGB words on the AO interface. Make the whole main board look brighter. Front armor, including overlay armor on the back of the main board. This main board is really awesome. Support Wi-Fi 7 and Bluetooth wireless transmission. And this generation of X870 chip. What is the main optimization object? It is the high-frequency memory of DDR5. So the configuration of our host is as follows. The memory uses honkies for 8G7, 2000 to *20 for grams blade. The value of this memory is actually quite good. As for the vest, the volume is also relatively high. It also gives people the feeling of being particularly domineering. ASUS's Shenhuang synchronization. But currently 7 or 8X3D. Memory support for high frequencies. Not particularly friendly yet. So this host, after the installation inside the buyers on the main board, also turned on the frequency of 6000. Wait for the follow-up 98X3D to be listed. Upgrade with the new version of buyers. I don't think a frequency of 7200 should be simple to understand MD. It is the current configuration that accounts for the future. And then there's the graphics card. I used a Rainbow RTX 4090D. Vulcan's graphics card. Remember, I also really like the Vulcan graphics card. Comes with a small screen. Set up some elements you like. Just like the color scheme of this evil woman today. The owner is very satisfied. The screen sets up some EV elements. Let the whole host match his plan. Will be more perfect. Then it's solid state. One is the TI's 7100 Plus ETB, as our main disk. The other one uses the red flag JM700T as its secondary disk. The total capacity is 5T. For the owner's usage storage. There's no need to worry. And X870 black meat this main board is 5 meters point to hard disk expansion. If it is not enough in the future, just install it directly. X870E black meat this main board. For a solid state installation of M.2, it is more convenient. Innovation depends on ASUS. And then there's the power supply. Since the choice is the creation god of ASUS. Where is it in the power compartment? He made a window opening. That is, the part where you can see the power supply. If you use some black power supply, there is no light. Maybe for the bottom piece, it doesn't look particularly perfect. Remember, also prefer slippery desalinated potassium 1200. But this power supply, although the specifications are relatively slippery, 3.0 of 1200, the thunder sound specifications look relatively high. But install it in. The bottom is pitch black. I can't see the eyes of the prodigal. So, I still recommend technology. Using ASUS's or 1200 the power supply of the 8-Wulpa gold medal in our configuration. His job title is definitely more than enough. The most important thing is to light up huge arcane eyes. It can be found in ASUS's Ultron software. Set the light color of the prodigal eye. It's absolutely perfect. Then there is the heat dissipation. It is a new product from ASUS. I have to. High force and high value. This piece has to look at although he looks similar to Dragon God 3. But compared to the old Dragon God 3, this is the new 360AX. That is, the XL version. Optimize the screen of Dragon God 3. Make the display of the screen more delicate. The resolution is up. It has increased. Support for the MP4 format. And it can also support animation at the bottom. A static picture plus a display of temperature. I have to. This optimization for many customer groups who like ASUS home water cooling. It's really a big improvement. After all, the old 360 no matter the resolution of the screen, it is still a support for the format. Still a little bit worse. Now this water-cooled one is correct. The name of Dragon God 3, also a stair, a cooling solution for 8 generations. Then the power supply of the whole module. The owner of our mainframe? It is also more the pursuit of perfection. So the custom line is indispensable. Added another set of black bag mesh customization. But what about the owner? Also prefer a light display in RGB. What about him personally? I also hope to add another set of luminous lines for the third generation of Lianli. The technology is more recommended here high-end plan. It is still more recommended to use a black bag network. There is no white one inside the entire host. Because of 3 consecutive generations, it is a white transparent material. For the entire black host program, if a state is not lit, it's actually quite blinking. If someone really likes it, a light display of RGB. It doesn't matter if you add a Taoist pure black is low-key and durable. It's still a black bag mesh custom. It will be more comfortable under the blessing of the detailed and rigorous wiring. Whether it is the front or the back of the host, the wiring is very clean, silky and tidy. This makes a lot of a customer group that pursues perfect details. After reading it, I feel very comfortable inside. Then it was matched with 7 more. Lianli's building blocks, the 3rd generation of secondary Genesis fans. This mainframe box earned profits on one selection of fans. Building block 3 generations for the whole host style. Perfection would be more suitable. Fan blades center RGB. The RGB including the border can be set independently. Like today's set of fans. Inside is a purple. The border is green. The entire EVA color scheme, green and purple. The owner is also very full. It means a forced atmosphere for the entire host. Also very beautiful. What about the front panel? 314 the tail is also a 14 centimeters. Because of the top cold Chuanxi God this host box. The largest thermal compatibility. In fact, it is installed on the top of the chassis. It is 360 specifications. When installing the top, fake burgers are not supported. Don't look at the chassis of Genesis. It's so big. But the top, for sandwich burgers, they're very demanding. If you force install the cold card clip burger, maybe you must pay attention to the CP power supply. Have you squeezed or deformed this power supply for a subsequent use? Including the degree of security still has a certain impact. The last one is our chassis. The chassis is a product that caters to all just by what you like. I am very satisfied. Now the main box of Genesis. A color scheme for the whole chassis. What about a choice of hardware? He is very satisfied. The owner is also a person who pays special attention to detail. A support bracket for the graphics card. They have rather unique requirements. Our solution for this host. Not only the hidden bracket with graphics card is installed. And what about the bracket that comes standard with the chassis? At the same time, they are also make the whole graphics card motionless. Very stable. But what about the basics? The original meaning was, you need to add an ASUS Hercules bracket. How does the technology feel if here? The bracket of the graphics card is installed at the bottom of the graphics card. It still has a slight impact on the whole vision. And the bracket of Hercules, that is, just play a light. An element of RGB. It's still a little bit awkward to support the graphics card. Remember, and listen to advice. So this whole host, you will find that when we look at it head-on, it will be very clean and tidy. No other messy accessories. If the whole host watches, it will be more comfortable. Then the above is our black Genesis EVA. Green and purple. The real thing is really eye-catching. The whole host style is particularly fierce. At the end of the video, thanks again for the basic support and the support of my friends. I am Technology. See you in the next video.